And we're back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, and I'm really excited about making this video right now because there's a brand new team that is showing up in the squad arena called the Danger Zone, and it's called Danger Zone because it uses Biggs Darklighter and Wedge, and the reference is to the Top Gun movie where there was Goose and Maverick. Now let's just talk about where we can get Wedge and why he's important and why he works well with Biggs Darklighter, and then I've got a ton of footage that was provided by MBL66 on the forums, and I gotta tell you, he can autoplay most of his battles and take the #1 seed on his squad arena. This is very exciting. The only way that you can get Wedge right now is in the August login rewards. He was available in the Rhodium packs before. My guess is that he will be some sort of Cantina energy or Galactic War energy or something like that after this month is up, and then he'll be farmable. We will see because we don't know, but they've done that in the past. Now I think he's also going to be very important tomorrow, and there's going to be this Empire event where you can use Rebels, but he is just really good, and I'm going to show you why. And apparently you have to use him in a team. Now let's take a look at his basic stats here on swgoh.gg. Wedge Antilles abilities: deals physical damage to target enemy and inflict defense down until the end of Wedge's next turn. This attack does 50% more damage to targets suffering defense down. His Red Squadron Sky deal physical damage to all enemies. This attack deals 50% more damage to Empire enemies or enemies with 50% more health. Rebel Heroism: Rebel allies have 30% offense, recover 15% of their max health, and add 10% turn meter on a critical hit, and recover 25% of their max health whenever they defeat an enemy. Now, the teams that I'm going to show you this footage of are using him as a leader, and they're using all Rebels, Stormtrooper Han, Lando, Wedge, and Biggs, and then one of the teams uses Leia, and the other teams uses Jedi Knight Anakin. I just want to say, rest in peace, Leia. She is not as good anymore at all now that they have added armor to them. Everybody's talking about how she's just not as good as she once was. She's still good, but she's not as good as before when they boosted everybody's armor. Red Leader is his unique ability. Wedge has 12% offense and 9 speed for each ally with full health and 15 speed for each ally without full health, including defeated allies. If Biggs Darklighter is present, he also gains these bonuses, and I am hearing that they are not good on their own. They're only good together. That's why they're calling it Danger Zone. Back to the Top Gun reference. Biggs Darklighter abilities is Cadet's Aim. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 50% chance to gain critical chance up for 2 turns. On a critical hit, grant a random ally critical damage up for 2 turns. Comrade in Arms: deal physical damage to target enemy and call and assist. If Wedge Antilles is present, he also assists. Very cool. All attacks have 75% more critical chance. Adrenaline Rush: Biggs Darklighter gains 100% turn meter and invasion up for 4 turns after surviving any damage from an Empire enemy or a critical hit from an enemy, and that is very cool. Let's go take a look at this footage, and I gotta tell you, this footage is just absolutely amazing. I just can't believe how strong he seems. Here in this first set of videos that we're going to watch right here, Princess Leia is in this team. Wedge is the leader with Biggs, Lando, and Stormtrooper Han. And I think this battle right here is just done completely on autoplay, and I just think that is absolutely insane. The damage is over the top. It's just, I can't believe how awesome it is. And I'm really happy that something like this is happening. And the reason why I'm glad that something like this is happening is because it seems like there was a little bit of stagnant in the squad arenas. A lot of people were using the same teams. They were using Rey always, Royal Guard always, Qui-Gon Jinn always, and this is a team that is not using any of those heroes, and I'm pretty sure it can just destroy those teams very easily. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some really easy ways of countering. In the past, when Jawas were really strong, like way back last year in December or November of last year, but like way back, the counter to these splash damage teams, which are using Lando and Biggs and all those other things that have area effects, were Counter-Strike teams, the ones that have counter damage like Fives, Dooku, boy, Amagundi has a leadership ability that grants Jedis Counter-Strike. We've got Sakura. There are going to be ways to defeat this team, so I'm not worried about it, but I just really like this whole rock, scissor, papers mechanic where if you're taking in a team with a whole bunch of splash damage and you hit the whole board, well, 4 people could come back and hit you, and that can eliminate your team very quickly. So this is really cool. I can't wait until Wedge is available by other means, but right now he's just not farmable at all. We're getting him right now in the daily login, which is very cool, but he's not farmable in any way. He's not even in the data packs as far as I know. But every time that they've done that, like last month was Jedi Knight Anakin, they do make him available, or if it was a hero that wasn't available before, like Dengar or something like that, they do make him available somewhere. I'm not sure where that's going to be. It could be in the guild store, cantina, in the shipments. I don't know, but I am definitely going to look into him. I have a pretty good Rebel team. I have Akbar, Leia, Stormtrooper Han all ready to go. I'm working on Lando, and tomorrow when the Empire Quest comes online, I will be sure to make a video and show you how I did that. And I also probably will showcase Stormtrooper Han going from Gear 9 to Gear 10, because it's so important how much more powerful they are when they go from Gear 9 to Gear 10. I just am really happy that there's some new stuff coming out on this game and new teams and variety. Basically, any team that doesn't have Rey for me is a good thing, and this is a team that is not using Rey. Now we're going to also look at some footage where he took out Leia, and this was done later, and the reason probably why is because Leia is not as good as she once was, and this is using Jedi Knight Anakin, which has amazing splash damage also, still using Wedge as leader, and it is just really good. This is a droid team. The droid teams I'm also really liking as well. They've got some splash damage there with 88 and HK-47, and this actually gives him a little bit of trouble, but it's still amazing. I just really like this. The thing that's cool about this team also is that the AI on it works very well, and that's kind of something I think I want to talk about a little bit. Like, there's heroes like Yoda that are very good on offense. You can take them into battle. You can put them in your squad arena team. He has this toolbox of all these really cool tricks. But the only problem is that when you're on defense, he doesn't really do what he wants you to do. He's very erratic. The computer doesn't think that good. But splash damage, you don't have to worry about who they're targeting. Like, targeting different heroes and spreading out the damage doesn't happen with splash damage. That's why I really like this idea, because I think it's going to be a good defensive team because the AI is not as dependent. And like Yoda specifically has this great toolbox, and a skilled player can use him on offense with incredible benefits. He does very well, and you can definitely defeat the other team. But on the flip side, on the defense, he just doesn't work that well. And that's other reason why certain heroes are also very good. Like Royal Guard's taunt up is just amazing because it just happens automatically. The computer seems to work well with certain teams. Another hero that I think is going to become more and more relevant as we go forward is Sunfac, which has an amazing amount of hit points. I think I've seen Sunfac with over 80,000 hit points, and he has all kinds of silliness he can do, and he has that Counter-Strike, so I think he's going to become even a better tank than Royal Guard, because Royal Guard might not be that important when you're going up against a team like we're seeing here in this video. So I'm just really excited that different things are coming out, and we're seeing new types of teams, we're seeing variety, and I think that is a very, very good thing. I just was kind of worried that it was basically all about Rey and having Rey, and the whole game was just about Rey. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm looking forward to this. I would be happy to see this happen. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Hopefully this will also be a useful team in the new tank raids that are going to be coming out soon, and I just want to hear your comments and thoughts. I'm just really impressed. Okay, right here in the middle of the screen, there's a link to all of my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and once again, big shout out to MBL66 for making this footage. He wasn't available for an interview at the time I was making this video. I was going to try to interview him, but that's the way it goes. And as always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.